All right, guys. Much anticipated by at least one of the 14 members of Phony Baloney and Friends. We've got week 2 predictions. Yes, I do have a shirt on for this video. So let's go through the matchups. Bradley versus RT. We all know how I feel about Bradley's team pre-draft. I do like Chubb. I really like Dotson this week. Got prop bet out on him, not because of Bradley's squad, but just because I like his matchup. Chubb's solid. He's going to get his thing, and with Sartain going on the other side, probably with McLaurin, I do like Dotson to be targeted. He's gotten Mark Andrews back. On my side of things, I don't like Amari Cooper being questionable. Got to make a tough decision before the games tomorrow to see if I want to wait on him or not. But I do like Mike Evans. I think the Bears got a soft secondary. I think that there could be some points had there. And obviously, in good conscience, I can't go with Bradley's team. So I'll go with my guys. Although RT's going to beat Bradley, obviously. Next, we got Joe against Patty. Mahomes is going to go off. I don't know if you guys know this. It's his birthday on Sunday. So put all your money on him. Joe, good win. No, I'm just kidding. Higbee, probably going to be more involved this week. We saw, Puka. We'll get to Puka. But I also like, Baker, probably short routes to Godwin. Will also help Joe out with TJ Edwards racking up tackles there. Don't sleep on St. Brown, though. That is projected to be one of the high-scoring matchups of the week, if not I can't remember what the Jaguars-Kansas City one is, but Seattle-Detroit should be high-scoring affair. Goff plays better at home, and guess what? Patty's double-dipping with Laporta. Gonna be a close one. I do have Joe edging out. So I got me, I got Joe. Next we got Carrie Dunlap against Tom. Tua and Hill. Fire last week. But is she chasing? Could be. She's behind, and she's hoping that lightning strikes twice. And I do like DJ Moore to bounce back, have a good week this week. I'm using him in DFS, so we'll see. But, Tom's got a good start, and he's got Lawrence in the Ridley combo going against Kansas City, where you assume they're going to be behind probably and throwing. Debo, has he been forgotten? Maybe. He had that one good year 2 years ago. And last year he was but this year, it's only been one game. So we'll see. Don't forget him this week. And I like Tom to take Carrie out this week. Next, we got Lairman against the champ, Matt Starr. Larry Balzania against the champ. Both QBs underperformed last week. Only one of those was a surprise. I'll let you guys use your imagination. I have my own opinions. Love Larry's running backs this week. Henry's my GPP guy in DFS. Addison, he's really biting my bet in the butt. That's a lot of alliteration. Because he's gotten, 2 just deep, wide open touchdowns. So he had 2 catches for 4 yards or 7 yards or something before that, and whatever. Anyways, he's got those points on the board already, so he's got to like that. On the flip side, Matt Starr, Stephon Diggs, rookie corner, I think he's going to feast. But I'm not as big of a fan of David Montgomery. I know he did really well last week, but that was in a game where they wanted to run the ball, control the clock, ground and pound. I think they're going to show off Jahmyr Gibbs this week, so I'm not as high on David Montgomery, especially with Swift going off. They traded first-round pick to then draft Gibbs, so they got to show that he's better than Swift, right? And I do like the IDP battle this week between Roquan, who went off last week, and Max Crosby. DT knows how bad the Bills' offensive line is, so I don't know what's going to happen there, but I do like that. So, man, it's going to be a tough one. I got Lair winning this one, though. Sorry, Matt. Next, we got Andy going against Schneids. Josh Allen won. We'll call him a bounce back for Andy. I think he's at 5-0 in games after he's thrown 3 INTs or 3 turnovers or something. So I like him to have a good week this week and lead his team, get some points on the board for him. And then he's got A.J. Dillon. Aaron Jones probably ain't going to play. I don't know what Shifty's tweeted out. Yeah, he usually tweets out overnight, but that looks good for him. On the flip side, though, Schneids, man, Danny Dimes couldn't be worse than he was last week, that's for sure. I don't think it's supposed to rain, so that's probably a good thing for him. But he's got, backup running back with P. Ryan. He's got two Rams receivers with Tutu Atwell and Puka. Schneider, you're chasing, man. You're chasing last week's performances. I don't know. You got that big week from Hawk already in the bag, which is nice. And Josh Allen, too, the defender, was on fire last week. And, I think he'll have a good week this week, too, against KC. But I'm going Andy on this one. I'm going Andy. So what we got so far? Me, Joe, Tom, Lairman, Andy. All right, next we got Kerry Segura against DT. DT said he's already lost. And I'm not going to lie, great start for Cousins and Elliott. DT probably made some money betting against or betting on Cousins to perform. That's what he does. But, Eckler isn't going to play. Hopkins is up in there as well. He's usually a pretty tough guy, but I don't know if he's going to play. We'll see. There's always the threat, like these guys, and that's what I hate about this questionable tag. It's like, is he leaning more probable? Probably you don't feel bad, but I had Romeo Dubs last week, and they were like, oh, he's going to be on snap count. And it's like, okay, maybe he was, but he still freaking caught 2 touchdowns. I'm like, well, dang, I don't get those points. Anyways, she's got ways to rearrange your team. I don't like it, though. But I do like Justin Herbert going against that awful Tennessee secondary. And Gibbs, I already talked about Gibbs. I think it's a Gibbs week. He's got Kelsey back. And Micah Parsons going against Zach Wilson there. And even, let's say he's not getting at the quarterback, but they're going to be running the ball probably, try to lean on the run, take some pressure off of Zach Wilson. That just means some tackles there for Micah Parsons. Guy's all world. So I'll say DT thinks he lost, but if DT doesn't win, I'd be shocked. So I got DT. Last but not least, the match of the week, we got Jer against Olin. Both coming off wins last week, both 1-0. Who's going to move to 2-0? We'll see. Jer, nice start with Hurts and Devonta Smith so far. Can he sustain it, though? Jer's never been one to last, if you know what I mean. CMC plays Thursday. We saw what Philly did. They didn't play Swift week 1 because they were apparently saving him for Thursday. Will San Francisco do anything like that? And I've got inside knowledge from my man Kyle. No, not Kyle Shanahan. We call Kyle Shanahan Kyle Banana Hands. He, for my source Kyle, former league member, OG league member from 2011 to 2017, my cousin, he brought to light. He said, no, man, because I asked, I said, is CMC, they're going to rest him and do it? No, Banana Hands has never been one to do that. And he's been bad with management of rest for some of his star players. So CMC should be getting full workload. Pittman was solid, and TJ Watt was lights out last week. So look for that to continue as well. But on the flip side, then for Olin, Oakland's going to run over Buffalo, right? Try to manage the game, try to just bleed clock, not give Josh Allen many opportunities. And that's how you got to beat the Bills on the ground. So, Josh Jacobs looking pretty good. Algier, is he a 1 week wonder? Is Ayuk a 1 week wonder? I don't know. We'll see. There's some question marks there. I like the potential firepower of his squad, but given the base that Jer has and the points he's gotten, and the question marks for Olin, I got to give it by Jer, but not too close, but not a blowout. We'll call it a decent margin. So those are my projections. Best of luck, everyone, tomorrow. I got to work until 3:30, so I'll miss most of the first games. But best of luck, and I'll see you guys again in week 3.